The piano bench is a frozen pier above a charcoal sea, facing the wreckage of the plans that you once made with me. The dust is dancing in the light of a moon that's turned to stone. I'm learning how the echo sounds when I'm standing here alone. The reverb swallows up the room, a mile wide and deep, guarding all the promises we didn't get to keep. It's a wide-angle shot of a house that's lost its soul, watching the credits of a life that I can't control. And here goes the tide pulling at my feet, the smell of the rain on a lonesome city street. I'm bracing for the impact, I'm waiting for the break in the cinematic silence of a 2026 heartache. And it's a symphony of shadows, a masterpiece of blue, a slow motion movie of me losing sight of you, with a violin that's weaving, layering the night, while the piano plays the rhythm of a fading light. Oh, the depth of it is haunting, the scale is much too grand for a heart that's only human to ever understand. The script is on the floor, torn into 1,000 paper birds. I'm struggling to find a breath for all these heavy words. The strings are pulling tighter now, and mine inside my chest. The rest is kind of melody that won't let the memory rest. I see us in the distance, two silhouettes in the haze, before the colors blend together in a technicolor maze. Now the theater is empty and the projector's running hot on the final tragic scene of the only life I got. Cut to the ending, let the screen fade to gray, delete the scenes where I'm begging you to stay. Burn the film, let the smoke fill the air. I'm a masterpiece of ruining, you're no longer there. Yeah, it's a symphony of shadows, a masterpiece of blue, a slow motion movie of me losing sight of you, with a violin that's weeping later in the night, while the piano plays the rhythm of a fading light. Oh, the depth of it is haunting, the scale is much too grand for a heart that's only human to ever understand. Fade to black, no turning back, just the echo of the strings and the winter breeze. Fade to black, no turning back, just the echo of the strings and the winter brings. The piano bench is a frozen pier above a charcoal sea, facing the wreckage of the plans that you once made with me. The dust is dancing in the light of a moon that's turned to stone. I'm learning how the echo sounds when I'm standing here alone. The reverb swallows up the room, a mile wide and deep, guarding all the promises we didn't get to keep. It's a wide-angle shot of a house that's lost its soul, watching the credits of a life that I can't control. And here comes the tide pulling at my feet, the smell of the rain on a lonesome city street. I'm bracing for the impact, I'm waiting for the break in the cinematic silence of a 2026 heartache. And it's a symphony of shadows, a masterpiece of blue, a slow motion movie of me losing sight of you. The orchestration rises just to drown out every sound of a million glass cathedrals shattering on the ground. Oh, the depth of it is haunting. The scale is much too grand for a heart that's only human to ever understand. The script is on the floor, torn into 1,000 paper birds. I'm struggling to find the breath for all these heavy words. The low notes on the piano feel like thunder in my chest, the restless kind of rhythm that won't let the memory rest. I see us in the distance, two silhouettes in the haze, before the colors black together in a technicolor maze. Now the theater is at the end, I project a lonely heart on the final tragic scene of the only life I've got. Cut to the ending, let the screen fade to gray. Delete the scenes where I'm begging you to stay. Burn the film, let the smoke fill the air. I'm a masterpiece of ruin, you're no longer there. Inside of you, the orchestration rises just to drown out every sound of a million glass cathedrals shattering on the ground. Oh, the gas of it is haunting. The scale is much too grand for a heart that's only human to ever understand. Fade to black, no turning back, just the echo in the rafters of a love we used to lack. The coffee's cold and the kitchen's far too bright. I'm still recovering from the ghost of us last night, tracing the circles where your glass sat on the wood, trying to remember all the ways we understood. The piano's heavy, every note a jagged stone, a low and hum for a heart that's all alone. I'm staring at the driveway, watching headlights pass, living in a world that's suddenly made of glass. And the silence isn't quiet, it's a physical weight, like a shadow in the doorway or a guest who's always late. I'm looking for a version where the ending doesn't sting, but I'm just an echo of a beautiful thing. Now I'm drowning in the slow motion, come say a prayer blue, trying to build a melody. It doesn't astronauts, and I felt the oxygen leave. In this 2026 winter, are still wearing your sleeve. The city's moving on, I see the lights through the rain, but I'm stuck in the static of a high fidelity pain. I try to find the words to make the narrative right, but the ink is just water and the paper is white. I'm a masterpiece of ruin, a sketch in the dark, searching for the heat in a cold and dying spark. Break the cycle, burn the script, let the shadows grow. I'm tied up with secrets that I wasn't supposed to know. Tell me how to breathe when the air is made of lead. Tell me how to sleep with these echoes in my head. 'Cause I'm drowning in a slow motion, 'cause that break blue, trying to build a melody that doesn't lead to you. It's a wide echo star of a heart turned to dust, hollowed out remains of a love we couldn't trust. As the rhythm's dragging and the tempo standing still, I'm waiting for the moment when the hollow starts to fill. Just the start and the rain, slow motion and lead to a long distance pain. Fade to gray. I'm still leaving room for you to park in that drive. Just a hollow way of keeping the memory alive. I walk through the kitchen and I avoid the third stair, because I still expect to find your ghost standing there. The calendar is frozen on the day you walked away, and I'm just a spectator watching the world turn to gray. I saw your favorite book on a table by the bed, with the dogged page at the part we never read. I tried to call your sister just to hear how you've been, but I hung up the phone before the ringing could begin. It's a quiet kind of violence, this living on my own, building up a kingdom out of dust and broken stone. And they say that time is a healer, that the jagged edges fade, but I'm still bleeding from the choices that we made. How do I know the way you look when you're asleep, when the promises we made were yours to break and mine to keep? Just a heartbreak ballad on a cold winter night, searching for a shadow in the flickering streetlight. The piano plays the rhythm of all the things I can't undo, and the strings are just an echo of me I could hollow out the hours, I'd go back to the spring. It's saved to dying flowers, but the ink is all dried and the screen is going black, and there's no road in the world that's gonna lead me back. No, I can't go back. The porch light is flickering, the coffee is cold, the story's been written, the truth's been told. I'm still here in the quiet. I'm staring at the phone like it's a loaded gun, waiting for a sorry that I know is never gonna come. The sheets are still wrinkled from the ghost of your weight. I'm a day too early or a lifetime too late. I try to wash the scent of you off the skin of my palms, but I'm still shaking, baby, in these empty-handed alarms. The ice is melting in a glass I haven't touched all night, watching the moon bleed a cold, hollow white. I keep the TV on just to hear a human voice. Since we became a memory and I became a choice, it's a different kind of dark when the one you love is gone. Like the sun forgot the way to start the dawn. While I was carrying the weight of us, you were shedding the load. I'm screaming into the mattress, I'm biting on my toe. Your saddest song in the world is the one we left unsolved. go. The story sent us. The truth's been told. I'm still here, but I'm not whole. The coffee's cold, sitting exactly where you left it. The 2026 winter, and I still haven't accepted that the keys in the door aren't turning anymore. I'm just tracing your footsteps on the hardwood floor. The piano's heavy, every chord feels like a stone. In a house that was a kingdom, now it's just a house alone. I'm staring at the driveway through the condensation flash, waiting for a shadow that I know will never pass. And the silence isn't quiet, it's a physical weight, like a ghost in the hallway or a guest who's always late. My pride is on the floor, stripped down to the nerve, getting exactly what a fool like me deserves. Now I'm drowning in the wreckage of a slow motion fall, writing letters to a name I'm not allowed to call. It's a deep-seated ache, it's a blue tinted night. I'm a man who's lost his appetite for any kind of light. Yeah, the tempo's dragging heavy and the melody is great, just a heartbroken ballad of the man you threw away. I scrolled past your picture and I felt the oxygen leave. I'm still clutching at the ghost that I'm forced to believe. The reverb in this bedroom is a mile wide and deep, dead in all the secrets that I promised I would keep. I try to find a major key to find a brighter tone, but the ivory feels like ice when you're playing it alone. I'm a masterpiece of ruin, I'm a sketch of what we were before the clarity of us turned into sunshine. Tell me, how do I breathe when the air is made of lead? How do I sleep with your voice inside my head? I'm screaming at the ceiling, but the plaster doesn't break. I'm wide awake and hollow from this massive heartache. 'Cause I'm drowning in the wreckage of a slow motion fall, writing letters to a name I'm not allowed to call. It's a deep-seated ache, it's a blue-tinted night. I'm a man who's lost his appetite for any kind of light. Yeah, the tempo's dragging heavy and the melody is great, just a heartbroken ballad of the man you threw away. Just the static and the rain, a slow motion ending to a long distance pain. I'm still here. The piano's breathing heavy in the corner of the hall, like it's trying to hold the ceiling up before the shadows fall. I'm staring at the dust motes dancing in a shaft of light. The only living things left in this house of ours tonight. I found a box of Polaroids, the edge is turning gold. A Cinerex summer that was never supposed to get old. But now the warmth is technical, a trick of memory, while the cold hard truth is sitting here right next to me. And the air is thick with everything we never got to say, like a storm that's been brewing 1,000 miles away. I'm bracing for the thunder, I'm reaching for the ghost of the version of you that I think I love the most. Now I'm caught in the swell of a soap opera tragedy, a widescreen hall in a lo-fi 2026 reality. The piano's got a heartbeat pulsing in the floor while I'm looking for the exit of a locked and bolted door. Oh, the soul is bleeding out, it's a technicolor stain, a masterpiece of ruin and high fidelity pain. I try to find a rhythm in the static on the screen, trying to decode the space that's grown in between. The kitchen table's wider than it was a week ago. I'm watching all the candles burn out soft and slow. You left a fingerprint upon the handle of the glass. I'm watching every second like a year was gonna pass. My voice is getting raspy from the weight of all this wine underneath the ceiling that's as heavy as the sky. Oh, the credits, kill the lights. I'm tired of the ghosts and these hollow-hearted nights. If this is the ending, then make it grand and loud. Let the music break the windows, let it kiss through every cloud. 'Cause I'm caught in the swell of a song of tragedy, a widescreen heart in a low-fly 2020 set reality. The air's got a heartbeat posted in the floor while I'm looking for the exit of a locked and bolted door. Oh, the soul is bleeding out, it's a technicolor stare, a masterpiece of ruin and high fidelity pain. Fade decay, let the melody wash the salt away. Just the soul in the dark, searching for a spark. angel skipping on the record that you bought for me, in the middle of a chorus of a life that used to be. I'm sitting in the kitchen where the shadows like to play, tracing all the reasons why you couldn't find a way to stay. The honey's at the bottom of the cup, but it's still cold, just like every promise that we swore we'd always hold. I drove past that old diner where we used to hide away. The open sun was flickering, but I had nothing left to say. Nostalgia is a fever that I can't seem to break. It's a heavy, soulful hunger for a ghost I can't forsake. I'm living in the Polaroids, the ones with frayed out edges, falling off the cliff while I was standing on the ledges. And I know that time is moving even if I'm standing still, but I'm waiting for the moment when the won't becomes a will. I find the rhythm in a house that's lost its beat, when every goodbye is a mountain and every memory's a retreat. I'm just a slow burn heartbreak, a melody in blue, trying to honor the habit of waking up next to you. The piano's feeling heavy and the soul is feeling thin. After the evening left alone, read back in. So it's not the kind of torture, it's a beautiful regret. Oh, in the quiet of the midnight, everything is yours. Did we lose the fire, or did we just run out of light? Did we stop believing in the middle of the night? I'm screaming through the rafters, I'm crying through the keys. I'm a mad woman broken down on her bended knees. Just a little bit of for the hole you left behind. I'm still searching for the peace I'll never find. Keep the record playing, even if it's out of tune. The piano's breathing heavy in the corner of the hall. like it's trying to hold the ceiling up before the shadows fall. I'm staring at big dust motes dancing in a shaft of light, the only living things left in this house of ours tonight. I found a box of Polaroids, the edges turning gold, a cinematic summer that was never supposed to get old. But now the warmth is technical, a trick of memory. All the cold hard truth is sitting here right next to me. And the air is thick with everything we never got to say, like a storm that's been brewing 1,000 miles away. I'm bracing for the thunder, I'm reaching for the ghost of the version of you that I think I love the most. Now I'm caught in the swell of a soap pop tragedy, a widescreen heart in a lo-fi 2026 reality. The piano's got a heartbeat pulsing in the floor, while I'm looking for the exit of a locked and bolted door. The soul is bleeding out, it's a technical mistake, a masterpiece of ruin and high fidelity. We try to find the rhythm in the static on the screen, trying to decode the spaces grown in between. The kitchen table's wider than it was a week ago. I'm watching all the candles burn down, soft and slow. You left a fingerprint upon the handle of a glass. I'm watching every second like a year is gonna cast. But voices getting raspy from the weight of all that's wild. Underneath the ceiling that's as heavy as the sky. Roll the credits, kill the lights. I'm tired of the birds in these hollow-hearted nights. If this is the end, then make it great and loud. Let the music break the windows, let it pierce through every cloud. 'Cause I'm caught in the swell of a soul pop tragedy, a widescreen heart in a lo-fi 2026 reality. The piano's got a heartbeat pulsing in the floor, while I'm looking for the exit of a locked and bolted door. The soul is bleeding out, it's a technical mistake, a masterpiece of ruin and high fidelity. Fade to gray like a melody, wash the salt away. Just a soul in the dark, searching for a spark. The ice is melted in the glass on the mahogany top. I'm still waiting for the sound of your heartbeat to stop, echoing through the hallways of this empty, quiet house. I'm trapped inside a silence that I can't live without. The piano's out of tune, but it's the only voice I've got, tracing every memory that the calendar forgot. It's a 2 a.m. shadow on a 26/6 night, and I'm just a man who's lost his appetite for life. And my pride is on the floor, stripped down to the skin. I don't know where I end and where the grief begins. I'm pulling back the curtain, I'm showing every scar and the wreckage of the people that we thought we really are. And it's a slow burn heartbreak, but deep and heavy blue. The sound of every piece of me that's still attached to you. I'm singing to the rafters with a vulnerability that makes me feel like a stranger to the man I used to be. Yeah, it's a soulful kind of sorrow, or it makes steady bleed. Just a lonely R&B song is all the comfort that I need. I smell your cocoa butter on the corner of the sheet. It's a better kind of perfume, it's a taste of the defeat. We're scrolling through the messages, the digital remains of a love that used to flow like fire through my veins. I try to find a rhythm, I try to find a groove, but I'm just a statue that's forgotten how to move. The reverb in the bedroom is a mile wide and deep, parting all the secrets that I swore I'd never keep. Tell me, did I lose my way? Did I miss the words I was supposed to say? I'm wide open, baby, can't you see the break? I'm standing in a scatter of a massive heartache. I'm just human, I'm just hollow, I'm just here. 'Cause it's a slow burn heartbreak, the deep and heavy blue. The sound of every piece of me that's still attached to you. Singing to the rafters with a vulnerability that makes me feel like a stranger to the man I used to be. Yeah, it's a soulful kind of song, or even steady bleed. Just a lonely R&B song is all the comfort that I need. Deeply vulnerable in the quiet, just a soulful ghost in a world that's gone silent. It's just the key